How's it going, fellas? Today I've got a basic muffin recipe that I was really in the mood to make. Before I start, I just want to apologize for the lack of uploads. Just a few days ago I had filmed about 95% of an entire video and lost all the footage. And I was sick for a whole week, so I couldn't do any voiceover work. But I'm back, I've got a brand new Galaxy S23 Ultra, so the content's going to take a huge step in quality. I'm starting off by making a quick buttermilk since I can't seem to find any at any store I go to here in Montreal. To make your own, you just have to measure 1 tablespoon of lemon juice, and then fill the rest with milk until you hit 1 cup. Stir it and let it sit for 5 minutes. Next, I'll measure 369 grams of all-purpose flour and 9 grams of baking powder. Sift them into another bowl and reserve it for later. Now I'm adding 298 grams of white sugar, 78 grams of softened unsalted butter, and a pinch of salt, which I didn't record sadly. With the paddle attachment, I'm going to cream the ingredients until they're very pale and have a texture similar to moon sand. Scrape down the bowl with a rubber spatula every now and then, but this shouldn't take more than 5 minutes. Now for the wet ingredients, you'll need 142 grams of eggs. 1 medium egg is usually between 50 to 70 grams, so you should need about 3. Make sure you measure it still and only use the 142. Now you'll need 142 grams of that buttermilk you made earlier, and 15 milliliters of vanilla extract. I personally didn't trust that number, so I just eyeballed it. And lastly, 71 grams of vegetable oil. Whisk the wet ingredients and add your butter mixture in 3 different times, only adding it once it's fully incorporated. Once that's all done, you could add the dry ingredients from earlier all at once. Just make sure to scrape down the sides once the mixture comes together and don't overmix, it comes together really quickly. Alright, so now, I'm doing 2 batches of muffins, 1 blueberry and 1 chocolate chip, so I'm going to separate the mixture into 2 different bowls. Add as much chocolate chips as you deem necessary. This looks like a lot, but I promise it wasn't, and I actually should have added more. Fold in the ingredients to not overwork your mixture. Now for the other batch, I tossed the blueberries in some cornstarch to help stop the blueberries from turning the mixture purple, and I worked them in very carefully, folding in the mixture to not overwork it or break the blueberries. Using a spoon, I took the batter and tried to evenly disperse it for all the paper cups. You could use your fingers to make them a more uniform shape afterwards, and give the tray some taps on your table to help get rid of any air bubbles. And finally, we could bake these beauties. In a 375°F oven, they should take about 30 minutes to cook. Mine took closer to 45, but everyone's oven will vary. If you have a convection oven, you'll want to do it for less time and you'll want to check them more often. Check them about every 10 minutes. Once they finally hit that golden brown, take them out and let them rest for about 10 minutes. These honestly came out perfectly, besides a little bit of burning at the bottom, but they were still really soft all around. And they were a huge hit over here. I couldn't recommend this recipe any more than I already do, and I hope you'll have some fun experimenting with it.